Hello darlings, for today's video I'm transforming into a comic book girl inspired by pop art. To start, I'm priming with the Maybelline Hydrate Master Primer. Then I'm going in with the Super Stay Skin Tint in the shade 102. I'm also using the Super Stay Concealer in the shade 05 and setting everything in place with the Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. Once that's all locked in, I'm contouring with the Beaute Ultimate Sculpt Face Palette. I want this to be really defined, so I'm going in with a heavy hand and keeping it nice and opaque. Moving on to the eyes, I'm priming my lids with the P. Louise Base Eyeshadow Primer. Then it's time to start painting. I'm using the Mayron Paradise AQ Basic palette to paint my brows black with a noticeable flick upwards at the front. And for around my eyes, I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner to create a wing as well as graphic liner in the crease. On my lid, I'm adding the yellow shade from the Beaute Paletteopoly eyeshadow palette, and to make my eyes look bigger and more animated, I'm using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Liner in white on my waterline, and I'm also outlining around the white and creating bottom lashes with my NYX eyeliner. Now we're getting into the fun details, the part that really brings this look to life. Using the Mayron black paint, I'm outlining my face, my jawline, cheekbones, nose, and a few lines around the features to give that sketched comic book look. Next, I'm adding the signature comic tears. I'm using blue paint to create the droplet, then outlining in black and highlighting in white for that shiny effect. Once that's done, I'm curling my natural lashes and then popping on some falsies using some duo adhesive. I'm tightlining with the Maybelline gel liner, and then it's time for the dots. This part takes patience but really brings together the whole pop art illusion. I'm using the shade Dark Pink from the Mayron Paradise Pastel palette to create a couple blush dots on the cheeks. Then I'm dipping back into the basic palette for the white paint to cover my face and neck in evenly spaced dots. To get the perfect circles, I'm using the flat end of an eyebrow pencil as a stamp. For my lips, I'm using Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick in the shade Individualist, which is a bright red color. Then I'm using black eyeliner to outline and also fill in the center, and adding a few white highlights as well. Finally, I'm setting everything with the Kryolan fixing spray and then popping in my TTDY ombre blue-green contacts. Don't forget you can use my code TAYLOR20 for 20% off at ttdi.com. And that completes this pop art inspired look. Let me know what you're dressing up as for Halloween this year in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.